Hello YouTube, today we're going to take a look at the goldfish, the puffer, the angelfish, and all the new fish I've gotten over the last few weeks and just do a quick update on them. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so we are going to start out with Patches, the goldfish, eating like crazy, having just a grand time in here, feeding on tons of duckweed. I finally have a place to get rid of my duckweed, which is great. You can see he's looking excellent. Doing a water change right now. I need to get in there and siphon all this crap out at the bottom, but so much fun watching this guy. He always comes to the front of the glass every time I enter the room. And I just think he looks excellent. Just a really good looking fish. So a lot of you know this is the first goldfish I have ever owned, and I am just instantly in love with them. I'm still working on getting him some buddies, so hopefully he won't be alone too much longer. Whoops, let's pay attention. I'm siphoning the bottom at the same time, so trying to multitask, but it's not working. Oops, see, I just did it again. Well, he's back and hiding. He doesn't like the water changes yet. He'll get used to them though. But I'm gonna get back, focus on this so I can get it nice and clean in here, hopefully, and then I'll check back in. Okay, so this is not going very well. I'm just not getting a lot of suction out of my hose. It's gotta be jammed or gunked up somewhere. So for now, I threw on a hang-on back filter just for mechanical filtration to help suck some of this stuff out over the next couple days. Still gonna take the water level down a bit. You can see he's just so happy to see me. Oh, look at that face. How could you not love this guy? He just wants to give me kisses. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna give this a couple more minutes and then we'll move on to the next tank. So we are at about 50% here. It's time to stop the siphon. You can see this guy being a complete goofball. You can try to swim upside down. I don't know why you would. There you go. But we will move on to my newest fish order down here. Do have some bad news. Let me actually sit down since this is so close to the ground. So one of the eels did not make it through the first night. I don't know what was wrong. I came out in the morning and he was just curled up like right around here somewhere, dead. The other eel is fine. He has made this tube here his home. Can't really see him. He's not as skittish as the first couple nights, but I am kicking around in here doing water changes. I'm about to do one in this tank too. But the good news is all the cories are doing great. The cupid cichlids are doing awesome. And of course, we don't see any of the plecos. And the plecos are always out and about, but of course now that I have the camera rolling, they're nowhere to be seen. But I am really digging these cories. I am so happy I got these. I want to find a pleco. I swear they're always out. They were just out here. Of course, now that I'm kicking around and making noise, they're probably hiding. But I'm sure we'll get a shot of them. I gotta drop the water pump in here. I cannot siphon out of this because it's on the floor and I cannot create a siphon. So I do use the water pump on this tank, and I'm gonna get started now. Alright, so I already emptied half the water. We're filling back up now, and I figured I'd take a moment here to talk about how I quarantined my fish. I had a few questions in my video, my last unboxing video, when I ordered all these fish. So I figured I might address it real quick. Basically, I try to quarantine for 2 weeks, but time and space permitting, sometimes it's only a week. And as far as dosing, I generally use General Cure, Icex, and erythromycin. And I do full dosage. I do exactly what it says on the bottle. I don't do half dosage. I don't understand half dosing medications in fish tanks. It just doesn't make any sense. You're just wasting money at that point. Use the full dosage. Don't waste your money. It's better for the fish. Oh, I gotta get ready to turn this water off. Here we are with little Steen. This is a really hard tank to film. The glass is really dirty. I should say the acrylic is really dirty. This is not a show tank by any means. You can see the angelfish over here hanging out. The rainbow fish are out and active, so everyone's getting along, everyone's doing well. It's just not very pretty to look at. We're still, hopefully, maybe getting the 240 in here this weekend. I don't mean to keep dangling that over everyone's head, but you know, it is a chore. A lot of stuff has to happen, and a lot of coordination has to go into place. But hopefully, maybe, you never know. Of course, we're gonna feed them too. Can't get away with showing little Steen without feeding him. Lots of snails we'll put in here. Oh yeah. not gonna be able to zoom in very well. I don't know if you can hear the crunching, but I never get tired of that. I feel a little bit bad for the snails. There's a mystery snail in there. I do feed mystery snails. There, he's getting it now. Man, I cannot wait to get this tank off the floor. He always struggles to get these bigger mystery snails. It's kind of fun. Or gruesome, or both, I don't know. Sometimes he plays with them like a dog. It's pretty funny. No, he's moving on to easier prey. Rainbows, still always tempting fate. Still have not been bitten yet, though. They've been pretty good so far. Angelfish coming over here to see what's going on, what's all the crunching about. They're starting to color up real nice now. It's hard to tell because this tank is so crappy, but you can kind of see it. Getting some real good color on them. Oh, looks like he wants to go back to the mystery snail, maybe. Start working on it. Oh, he's trying to size it up. He's not too sure. There he goes. Oh, not the plants. I hate reaching in this tank to replant the plants. I just don't trust him. I feel like I'm going to lose a finger. But little Steen is definitely doing better. He is getting bigger. It's hard to tell with the weird angle and the close-ups, but he's probably grown about an inch over the last month and a half, so pretty happy about that. He should start taking off, hopefully. I've been feeding him just a ton. I'm actually almost out of mystery snails. I need to slow down, probably start buying clams. I don't know. He will slowly but surely keep busting these snails open a little piece at a time until he gets the meat in the middle. So I also need a little bit of help in the fish room this week, and hopefully someone has some answers for me. I cannot figure out at all where this air is coming from. I have checked seals, I have checked the hoses, and I just don't get it. This is an FX6 and it's just killing my flow rate. So if anyone has any suggestions, maybe this is a common occurrence with the FX6, I don't know what to do. I know it's supposed to like turn off for like a minute or two every so often to clear out the air. Maybe that's just not happening. I don't know. If you've ever had this problem with an FX6, I'd love to hear your solution. Let me know in the comments. And then I also want to show you something interesting that's going on here. A lot of people ask how to get rid of algae. Well, you can tell right here is where the algae starts, and there's the water pump. So when someone asks me on my live stream, you always hear me say increase flow. That's exactly why right there. You can see as the flow slows down, that's where the algae starts. So definitely you can increase flow to kind of get rid of algae. Ultimately, you want to figure out the solution and get your water parameters correct, but it definitely helps to just increase flow if you have just like one trouble spot. You can see in the back corner here, like there's no flow where this plant is. The leaves are barely even moving, and it's just collecting all the poop and diatom algae on there. There's all kinds of crap going on there. So just a tip, if you want to get rid of some algae, just put a water pump in there, try to increase flow, do something. The plants are not doing that great in here, but to be honest, I've been lazy with my fertilizers, but they're still alive and kicking, so I need to get back on it, I know. Alright, now I'm checking back in on this tank because I don't want these plecos to make a liar out of me. I haven't been over on this side of the room in a while, so I'm hoping that at least one of them is out. And, of course, they are not. You can see, if you want to get your Corridoras to spawn, just do a nice cold water change. That's what I did here, and they are going crazy. No eggs. I doubt I'll get any eggs out of them. They're still maybe a little too small for that. Don't know much about these, so I don't know how big they're supposed to get. But it looks like they're going to be pretty easy to spawn. You can see them just going up and down the glass like crazy. If you don't know, that is spawning behavior for Corridoras. So if you see that going on, feed them lots and lots of blackworms. If you can't give them live blackworms, frozen bloodworms, or rapashi. Both will do the trick. I guess all three will do the trick, but live blackworms are by far the best I've found for getting them to spawn. I kind of see a tail sticking out here. We'll see. Yeah, there's one under there hiding. You can barely make out the red in the tail. Really looking forward to seeing what they're going to look like as they get bigger and older. Should be a lot of fun. I'm in love with these plecos. I swear they are out and about all the time. Oh, and I just found the second one hanging out on this log right under the light. So they don't care about the light at all. I'm glad they did not make liars out of me. They are out all day long, super active, even more active than my bristlenose plecos, which are always out. Now I've been feeding this tank a ton of frozen foods, which is probably why the cories are going crazy after this water change. And then algae wafers too, because I'm still not sure what these plecos are eating. I haven't seen it yet. Yes, they are grazing on everything, but I haven't seen them actually take to anything. And I still haven't seen him eat either, but I'm not too worried about it. He seems to be in good health. He looks great when I come out here at midnight with the flashlight. He is scooting around. So hopefully one day I will actually see him eat, but otherwise the Cupid cichlids are doing awesome. And I think that's it for this tank for now. And I will briefly show you where I put my baby koi betta fish. I put them in this nano tank of mine, 30 gallon. Now this might be a huge mistake. As soon as I see any signs of aggression, I will take them out. Now I've already seen them chase after baby shrimp and eat them. That I'm okay with. There's 1,000 shrimp in here. You can see them going after flake food now. As far as I'm concerned, the shrimp are just food for the bettas, help them grow fast and healthy. But so far they're doing great. There's not really any aggression. But like I said, as soon as I see them start going after my ember tetras or my neon green rasboras or anything else in here besides shrimp, I will yank them out immediately. Alright folks, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this quick update on all the new fish, on little Steen, who's not a new fish, obviously. He's doing great. Patches, my very first goldfish, is doing awesome. All the new fish are doing great with the exception of the dead eel, which sucks because now I'm going to have to try to find another one for him, at least one. I need to get him some buddies. I feel bad that he's all alone. But other than that, everything's going good. Hopefully get the 240 in here within the week. That should be a lot of fun. I know I've been kind of teasing everyone with that for a while. Not on purpose. Like I said, it's kind of a chore. So stick around, subscribe if you haven't. Leave me a comment if there's anything in the fish room I haven't shown in a while that you want to see, and I'll try to get it on film. Otherwise, I hope everyone has a great week.